Hello and welcome to my little video. Today I'll be teaching you how you will draw a 3D object in CATIA. It's just a little exercise. In this drawing I'll try and teach you how I do this, how I use the logical way of thinking where do we start from, and how do we use all of this, and so on. Alright, so this is how it is going to look like once we finish it. We have to look at the basic picture here, and we can see it's a rectangle. We get this projection here, AA is up here, and projection BB, which is here. It's like we have sliced this in half, and now we're seeing it from the side. This is the top view, side view, and another side view from the AA projection. So let's get into CATIA and make a sketch. We'll do it at this plane, which is the X and Y plane. Let's go into our sketch. We're gonna make this to be our bottom corner of the drawing. So let's draw two lines. We will make them into construction lines. So let's draw it like this. Just draw one line here, and another one is going up. Oops. Let's now check this out. We want these to be our middle lines, just like in this picture. You can see this rectangle is 90 millimeters wide and 140 millimeters high as the height and the width. So let's select this and constrain it. We want this to be half of 90, so we can just put in 45 over 90 divided by 2, which is 45, and this one and this one, we want it to be 140, and half of that is 70. Now let's make these lines a little bit bigger. There we go. Now we can draw a little rectangle as well. Select rectangle command. Oops, it's a construction. Let me unselect this. Yes, and select it again. Can make it like this. Select these construction lines, and there we go. Now we still have to constrain it like this though. So this is, if you remember, 90, and this is 140. There we go. We got our basic shape from this. Now if we look at from the side, it is about 20 millimeters tall. So let's get out of sketch, padded to make it into a 3D model. Select the length to be 20 millimeters, and okay. There we go. Let's go back to our picture. I hope you've screenshotted this or something if you're working right with me, so you can see this on your phone or maybe on another monitor. Next up, let's make these two holes right here. They're pretty simple to make. How are we going to do this? Well, let's check out this. We see that the distance between the two holes is 100 millimeters. So from the center, 50 here and 50 here. So let's make ourselves a sketch on the top part of this. Sketch. Let's draw a line again that's somewhere here. Make it 70. Just repeating really what we've done before. This one needs to be a construction line as well, and from here I want it to be 45. We got our midlines. Now let's draw ourselves a dot here, and let's make the distance between this dot and this to be 50. Let's copy that dot on the other side by using the mirror command. So select the dot and copy it on the other side. There we go. We got our two dots. Now to make a hole, we'll use the hole command. Select the hole command, select our dot and the face on which the hole is going to be made. Now let's check the diameter of the hole. The diameter is 12 millimeters, so let's add 12 and let's just make it up to next because it goes all the way down, as you can see. Okay, now let's repeat that on the other side real quick. It's gonna save everything that we had before, so it's gonna be easy. We can now hide this sketch because we don't need to see it anymore, so hide. Let's see what we shall do next. Next up, we can make the center little sphere right here that we have. So let's check what the diameter is. So it's 50 and 35 for the hole. So let's do that. Let's make it 50. Let's go again to sketch here. Let's just find the middle lines again. We could go into the sketch actually. Let's get out of here and let's go back to this sketch. There we go. We can just draw our circle here, make it so it's a diameter of 50, copy it with Control C, get out of the sketch, make the new sketch, and now paste our circle, and it's right there in the middle. We can get out of this one and use this sketch. I hope that was not too confusing, but it's easier than just trying to find again the middle point of here to do just that. Now let's pad it. Let me just check the picture again. So we're going from 20 to 23, so 3 millimeters up. Length is 3 millimeters up. We're gonna go back to this circle. Now, instead of doing the other method, you can select this to project our 3D element. Now we have the circle, and now if we try and make another circle inside, we can find the middle point of this circle. Let's draw it. Let me just check how big this middle part is. So the middle part is 46, as you can see, 46. Let's give it a dimension to be 46. Get out. Oops, I made a mistake. Let me go back to this. We have deleted this yellow projection that we made. So let's click it and delete on your keyboard. Get out. And now we can pad it. Let's check the height of this. So it's from 23 to 28. That means 28 minus 23, which is 5, or you can also just put it here. 28 minus 23. And there we go. Let's get back here. Select that face. Put our sketch here. Again, we'll have to just project it so we have the center and we don't have to think too much about it. There we go. Dimensions, it's gonna be 50 again. Delete the center one. Get out. And let's check the pad. It's 28. So it's again it's now 2 millimeters up. Okay. Let's add it to be 2 millimeters up. Oops. As you can see, it looks like I did not delete the circle, so it made it like this. So let's just Control Z, get back into the sketch and delete this. There we go. Get in and pad it again. 2 millimeters. That's why we deleted the last one, that inner circle, because it made it like a little pipe. Okay, next up, we gotta make this little hole. The hole is 35. The hole diameter is 35 millimeters. So let's go inside. Let's go sketch for this face right here. Press our sketch. Let's again project it. Add our circle. Let's find the middle of this one. There it is. Want our dimensions to be 35 millimeters. Delete this one. Get back. And now we have to use, instead of pad, pocket to make this hole. You could have used also hole command to do this, but we'll need to make a dot here, and we don't want to do that. So let's just use pocket. Let's check out the depth. The depth is 10 millimeters. There we go. It's starting to look like this a little bit, as you can see. There's only one more detail here, and that's these little ribs here. Let's make them. So we need to know where they're at. If we look at it from this projection, the AA projection, we can see it's 60 millimeters. Half of 60 millimeters here, and then 10, that's their width. We have their height as 140, but we don't know the depth, how much this goes inside of here. Now, it looks like it wasn't constrained for us, but we can just go and look at this, which is 10, and this is again 10 here, and it looks like it's half of this, so let's say it's 5 millimeters. So let's do this. Let's make a sketch here on this face. Draw a line here. Let's make that middle line again. Make it straight. Constrain it to the vertical line. Half of 90, which is 45. And now let's make a little dot. Let's make the dot have to be on the horizontal line. And let's constrain it to be, how much was it? So 30 millimeters. Let me check out actually that picture. So 30 millimeters here. That's all we need to do. From the center, 30 millimeters. So let's just add 30 here. There we go. Now we can draw our rectangle. Let's go all the way up here. It's not even important if it has to be detailed. We can just put it like this. This has to be 10. There we go. Let's turn the dot that we've made into a construction element with this here. Because we're going to have to pad this, and that's going to interfere for our pad command. We can also now mirror this. So select all 4 sides of this rectangle. Select the mirror command because it's completely symmetrical. Now we have it on both sides. Let's get out of here. We have selected this sketch. Pocket command, and we want it to be 5 millimeters. Let's check how this looks. It looks great. There we go. It looks identical to the picture of the isometric view. We have done this. I hope this helped. We have reached the end of the video. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Be sure to like, maybe subscribe. That's about it. Have a nice day, and bye bye.